Should we all just start working at UPS? Searches for UPS or United Parcel Service jumped 50% on Indeed in the week after the announcement, according to Bloomberg. And UPS driver jobs near me has been a top trending search on Google. Thanks to the agreement, it's a really well-paying gig. By the end of the 5-year contract, full-time drivers at UPS will make around $170,000, and part-time union employees will earn almost $26 per hour.
I kept seeing jokes on X and Instagram that steal his fit, and it was like brown pants, $20, brown shirt, $30, diamond gold Rolex, $125,000, brown shoes, $10. Just kind of poking fun at the fact that UPS workers are being paid more than tech workers, more than other like high-paying salaries at this point, which all the power to them. I think they deserve it.
Should just mention that you can't really waltz in and become a driver that gets paid $170,000. You kind of have to cut your teeth in the package room first, packaging up boxes, and then only after you kind of go through the ringer to get a little hazed until you can become an actual driver. All right, for the number 2, I want to reveal the one major city in the U.S. that has lowered its inflation rate to below the Fed's target of 2%, and that is Minneapolis, Minnesota, where inflation was just 1.8% in May. This isn't why you claimed I beat you in Catan. This isn't dumb luck. Minneapolis has been on the forefront of addressing one of the biggest drivers of inflation, surging housing prices. Starting before the pandemic, Minneapolis eliminated zoning that allowed only single-family houses, built a ton of multifamily apartments and condos, and invested $320 million in rental assistance and subsidies to make housing more affordable. It worked like a charm. Minneapolis shelter prices rose at half of the U.S.'s national pace and May. So for people, the YIMBY community, the Yes in My Backyard community, they've long supported building more housing to ease the crisis and affordability that we have. And they're doing a major victory lap right now.
Yeah. Finally, we have this great example in America of a city who really took precise action to address rising housing prices. I mean, New York just shot down another big bill that was supposed to add 800,000 housing units to the greater New York City area. So look at Minneapolis. Like, it can be done. You just have to commit to it.
You know what? I've always pictured myself living in Minneapolis.
You are a big Minneapolis
Just
fan.
because, I love outdoor winter sports, get on the pond hockey. They have a great dining scene. They have a pretty good airport where you can get everywhere.
Is that where the mall, too? The big
Mall of America
Mall of America is?
Yeah, I mean,
you're not a mall
I don't
guy?
care about that, but it just seems like a good city. A lot of Fortune 500 companies target. Four sports teams. I could be a Vikings fan.
Let's move this podcast.
I could be a Vikings fan.
The Midwest.
All right, for the final number, I want to introduce you to Torbjorn Petersen, a Danish man who has become perhaps the first person to visit all 195 countries without entering a single airplane. Petersen left his house all the way back in 2013 and says he traveled about 260,000 miles in cars, trains, buses, taxis, boats, and shipping containers to stay in every single country on Earth for at least 24 hours. He returned home to Denmark on July 26th. It did not seem particularly easy, and I know you have this one story that you want to bring up.
Well, the particularly easy is understanding it because the man got cerebral malaria back in 2015. It's just ridiculous. He said he was held at gunpoint a few times. Like, it was not an easy trek. He made it into North Korea, which I thought was super impressive. And then my final takeaway from this story, though, is that he was just like, humans are humans no matter where you are. He said everyone was discussing Game of Thrones when it aired in the mid-2010s. People played soccer. People were playing with fidget spinners. And they shared their opinions on Donald Trump in almost every single country. So what a man. Like, he really did see it all.
I think I've had that experience, too, from 2016 on, where I would go to another country and the cab driver immediately, you get into a discussion about Trump, he'd be like, so what do y'all think about Trump?
Yeah.
And it was quite a global phenomenon.
It's Game of Thrones, fidget spinners, and Donald Trump. That was the world in the 2010s. Hey, thanks for watching. And if you want more Morning Brew Daily, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And also check out the rest of our episodes wherever you get your podcasts.
New episodes drop at 7 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, and you can email us at morningbrewdaily@morningbrew.com.